Out of the darkness came the noise. The cheering, banging, clanking sound of thanks from the smallest streets to the highest high-rise, to the grandest homes. Town crier Roger was one of millions giving thanks. Just out of hospital in recovery from the virus, his thanks more heartfelt than most. From your bed of recuperation, you've been out saying thank you tonight, haven't you?
I have. With my pyjamas and my dressing gown and my big, very heavy bell, I stood outside and I rang it as loud as I could.
How poorly have you been?
I was in for 11 days, isolation. On day 6, they called my family and said, we can do no more for him.
Roger, wow. You owe them everything.
I do. Amazing people, quite amazing. Utterly selfless.
In Glasgow, in Belfast, in Liverpool. Hi, Jenny.
Hi, how are you?
What was that like? It looked emotional.
Do you know, I wasn't expecting it to be quite as emotional as what it was. And as soon as you're there and you're in the moment, it sends shivers up your spine. Just, you know, being out and seeing the police pay tribute, taxi drivers and members of the public taking that time out, the nurses coming out of the hospital, it was amazing. It was a lovely moment to be able to capture.
And the thanks came from every walk of life. From football managers
From LFC, I would like to say thank you.
to postal workers. From the fire service to the household cavalry. And from royalty. And this, filmed by paramedic Kate in London, is what it felt like to be on the receiving end.
That moment when everyone was out in the streets cheering for the NHS made me really, really emotional. You know, we've all been working so hard, my colleagues in the hospitals, out in the front line, and not only out in the front line, but in the control room. Please stay at home if you can.
Because that is what the frontline workers really want. The noise was as epic across the night sky of Manchester as it was across the capital. There is nothing yet to celebrate, but much to give thanks for. And this brief moment of unity was so welcomed by people like Matt and Elaine.
It just feels like the whole community are together now, doesn't it? We're all battling it together. There's probably about 3,000 residents in this block and most of them are out, so...
Thank you everybody for looking after us.
And people like Sid.
There's a lot of my neighbours I never talked to, I've never met, but knowing that they were by their windows, clapping and really cheering for our health workers. We are all in this together and we'll win all together.
One day it will all be over. Until then, there is hope and thanks. What would you like to tell them?
I'd like to tell them that you are the most amazing bloody people on this planet. Utterly selfless. Not one iota of self-regard. Just, I shall never forget them. And I will always, always love them.
Together.
Yeah.